Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9 Postgame Show, the hodgepodge of nothingness on Pittsburgh Baseball Now. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Jim Rosati. Jim, we got a dub. The Pirates have defeated the Chicago Cubs 6-0 today. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Excellent ball game, really all around. Good pitching, timely hitting. Yeah, all around fun game to watch.
It really was. I mean, this was an actual good ball game through and through, from the first pitch to the very last. It was entertaining. It was actual quality. Like you said, the offense was there. The starting pitching, holy hell, we'll talk about. But even the bullpen, a.k.a. Zach Thompson.
Right.
And as Connor says, Jim showed up. That might be the biggest win today.
That's a big win. Because I was at the Louisville football game. Didn't get home until 4 o'clock or so. And then I didn't realize the game started at 6:30 instead of 7. And
Fair enough.
I took like a 3-hour nap. So
that's,
I missed
that's
like
called sleep, not a nap.
I missed like the first 4 innings. But I woke up in time to see all the runs. Woke up to see Oviedo finish it out. Yeah, it's a good day.
It was a good day. So let's get to the talking of this, because Luis Oviedo took the start. Or Johan Oviedo. I'm so excited for Luis Ortiz as well. Johan Oviedo took the start today. We've had our mixed feelings on him. Definitely talented, right? He's got some filthiness to him. But is he a starter? Is he a reliever? Seems like he'll probably end up being a reliever. But my side was to, like, why not just throw him out there and see what he can do? What he had to lose? And to be honest, these past 2 starts have been really good. Today very strong. Let me ask you this, okay? Johan Oviedo, clearly his best start. So he goes 7 innings today, 3 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Could you argue this is the best start of the Pirates all season long? Like, even talk about Mitch Keller's.
I think you could definitely make that argument. I mean, the Cubs, again, aren't a very formidable opponent. But
of course,
from like a results standpoint, yeah, I mean, Oviedo was on tonight. 3 hits, all singles, so no extra base hits, no walks. The strikeouts were there. It was definitely one of the better outings a Pirates starter has had this year.
Now, granted, the bar's quite low, but it's kind of my thoughts. You know, I mean, this is, you could argue it. I mean, we'd have to go back and really debate. No one wants to. No one cares enough. But I think just right now, off the top of the head, you could probably argue this is one of the better starts in for the Pirates starter all year. So, but yeah, he just dominated. Now, like you said, granted, it is the Cubs lineup. It's not the best lineup in the world. However, you and I just talked about this, before the show. I mean, at least compared to last night's, today had some major leaguers in it. You had Patrick Wisdom, you had Happ, Gomes, Bodie, Morel. Like, they're not the best major leaguers, but at least they're major leaguers. Well, last night was pretty much Iowa Cubs.
Yeah. Definitely a better lineup today that he was facing than last night. So nothing too crazy, but and overall, I mean, he just looked great. And he was on today. He was throwing strikes. The command was way better than anything that we had ever seen up to this point with him. It is a little like, I want to see more of him, right? Like, I'm not ready to write him off as a starter. I think you do have to kind of have that caveat in there where he's looked really good 2 starts, the Reds and the Cubs. He's looked really bad in his 2 starts against the Mets. And he looked not that great against the Blue Jays, right? So Like when he's faced poor opponents, though, like he has dominated. So, like I said, not ready to write him off. He's only 23 or 24 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to say he's a reliever. I'm not ready to say he's a starter either. But I want to see more of him.
I think that's the fairest assessment. And also to kind of put out there, like you said, the bad teams look good. The good teams, you didn't look so good. But also with that said, and granted, like it's not his fault, the timing of the opponents, but he faced the harder teams when he first came into the rotation, not fully stretched out and such. He's been working. You keep hearing it. Like they're working on him throwing more strikes. And the last outing he threw more. Tonight, he certainly did. 71% of his pitches were thrown for strikes. I mean, he was attacking the zone. He was very efficient, very effective. As Bucko Mike also points out here too, 82 pitches to go through 7. I mean, if he was really actually stretched out as a starter this whole time, he could have probably went the distance tonight. Right? I mean, think about that. So it only took 82 pitches to go through 7, but he looked very, very effective. I was very impressed, taken away from this. Again, understanding that's the Cubs lineup. We're at the end of the season. Everything we've talked about, I haven't seen enough of him, but it's like I'm giving him every opportunity heading into 2023 to secure and lock down a rotation spot. Again, there's nothing that's outstanding in this rotation. Like Mitch Keller's going to get one, Romans is going to get one. And then you hope others, can slide in and such. Them are locks. I mean, I want a battle for the last 3. I think it's fair enough that Oviedo should be afforded that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like going into next year, you have to think, Contreras, Keller, locks.
Probably Brubaker.
Probably a lock, but I don't think you write him in pen, like you put him in pencil, right? Yep. And then you let Ortiz, you let Oviedo, and you bring in a veteran too, I think is the play. So you let those guys battle it out for those last 2 spots, and see what happens. And then you got to hope that Priester, Burrows also become available at some point or are there for depth, if you need them early on in the year. But
right.
Yeah, I said exactly what Bucko Mike here says. So, yeah, Ortiz, Oviedo, Brubaker, free agent. Let those 4 battle for 3 spots. I actually wouldn't be opposed to bringing in 2 free agents, just like for a little bit more comfort, but I would be okay with 1, I guess.
That's fair. So again, Oviedo 4-2 on the season now. His ERA is down to a 3.13. Looked fantastic today. And then I guess this might be the bigger story again. I mean, Oviedo looked fantastic, but I think the bigger story is the bullpen had 2 innings to not allow 6 runs. And they did that successfully. They even held down to 0 runs. Zach Thompson came into the game. 2 innings. Now, of course, he did give a hit and a walk. He looked Zach Thompson-ish. 4 strikeouts, no earned runs, secures it down. Pirates get the shutout. So good job, bullpen. And also, like, in a sense, too, by Zach Thompson coming in the pitch, all 2. Like a nice day off for the bullpen. They earned that one.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last night. Last night on the postgame, we said, I don't know if this team's going to win another game unless the starting pitcher goes 7 innings. What happens today? Starting pitcher goes 7. Bullpen only needs to get 6 outs, and they win.
Yep. Good job, Jim. You called it.
Yep.
But we didn't know if they were going to win a game. But the offense came through, too. The pitching was there. And I guess maybe talk about the offense a little bit here also.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Wade Miley had their number for the most part, really until that 5th inning. Miley threw a ball into the center field, got hurt. They bring in Alzolay, who's coming off of injury, he hasn't pitched much this year, and then they immediately start rocking Alzolay there in the 5th. So yeah, that's when they kind of busted the game open. It was 1-0 going into that 5th inning, and then they drop a 5 spot. Thanks to basically Bay and Sawinski.
Yes. So, and Bobby, our boy Bobby Fulton has a question. Would Sawinski be in the running for Rookie of the Year if he was up all year? Just to answer your question, I don't think so. I mean, granted, if you were to take the counting numbers, right, still the home runs and all that, sure. But see what those boys are doing in Atlanta, he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, there's two guys in Atlanta who are going to be battling out. Oh, this Strider just got put on the IL, so he's done for the year. So he's going to finish the year at a 4.9 WAR, which is still pretty solid. Harris is sitting right there at 4.6. So yeah, it's going to be one of those two.
Yeah, I mean Harris is clearly the better player.
Yeah,
as a hitter, and Strider set a rookie record, the only rookie pitcher in MLB history to have 200 strikeouts and less than 100 hits. That's impressive. Sorry, Jack Sawinski. I understand you hit your 18th home run today. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Jack Sawinski. He hit his 18th today. He loves PNC Park.
Now, I think Sawinski, I even think Sawinski now probably has a shot at finishing like he'll get votes. Like top 8 or so, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just spitball in here. I haven't looked at this in a while. See, National League rookies. Lars Nootbaar, still technically a rookie. Brendan Donovan's a rookie.
Deep last night.
Yeah. So Sawinski actually probably.
But had he been up all year,
top 10.
I think what you're saying, had he been up all year, probably definitely top 10 votes.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yes, we talked about him last night. He had the home run with 3 walks. Today he had the big home run in a pinch. He was pinch hitting. 3-run shot, very deep. I mean, like you said, Sawinski and Bay setting the work today as well. So he got another hit today, a double. Got his first 2 RBIs. I know it's just 2 games. Like, granted, this is what G1 Bay is in 2 games, but like he has been impressive these 2 games. He's been all over the place. Like in every facet of the game so far, he's left an impression.
Yeah, and we mentioned it last night too. Like this is what you're expecting him to do, is kind of be a spark plug, somebody who can put the ball in play, good contact skills, fast, wreaks havoc on the bases, plays decent defense, and through 2 games, he's done exactly what we would expect to and hope to see out of him. So I mean that double today was in a big spot. 2-run double, his first 2 runs batted in of the season. That broke it open there in the 5th, right? That scored the first 2 runs, and then Sawinski cleaned it up with his 3-run homer. But yeah, good first impression so far for Bay. For sure. He had the 2 stolen bases last night. We talked about speed. He talked about like this, how he was feared on the base paths. And you're also seeing today the speed, how it's going to play into his slugging, his power. That double came simply because he's just so fast. It wasn't like he just barreled that ball and it wasn't like a no cruise shot, right? No. It was a slap in right field, and then he runs 90 miles an hour and got to second base. So you're going to see a lot from his power coming from the speed, as you showed today too. But yeah, I mean, a good game defensively, on the base pass, hitting, like all around so far, he's left that impression. So good game from Bay. Reynolds did go 1 for 3 today. Castro 2 for 4. I mean, Castro coming back alive. He had 2 hits today as well. Yeah. One just short of the wall, but a nice double from him also. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Castro, the WRC plus is up to 109 now for the year, and that's even including his first stint, which was not good. Right. He's just been otherworldly since his call up. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? And I don't think you saw this one. A great defensive catch on third base. There was a pop up. Yeah, there was a shallow pop up. I mean, he had to run, chase it down in between home and third, right? But I mean, just saw the speed there defensively. I mean, how athletic he is. He made that out there. So a really good defensive play that he made also. So yeah, good game from Rodolfo Castro as well. Yep. Cool. I think it's kind of crazy. Cool. Jack Sawinski, like at home. So Jack Sawinski, 3-run homer. He homered last night. His home away splits are just absolutely absurd. He has a 956 OPS at home. And on the road, it's 364. 364. Like,
That's
and this isn't even like a small sample size. Like, he's got 150 at bats on both ends. And he's like Aaron Judge at home. And then when he goes on the road, he's Jason DeLay, if that.
I mean, don't slight Jason DeLay that hard, man. I mean, Jason DeLay's not that awful. Like, he's as much as we hated Josh Van
He's
Meter,
worse than
he's like
Jason,
half of
yeah.
Josh Van
Yeah,
Meter.
he's like half of a Van Meter on the road. And then at home, he's like one of the best hitters in baseball. It's insane. I don't understand it.
He's a DH, designated home player.
Designated home player. Yeah. What the Pirates need to do with their schedule is just they need to make it so that they're home for like 15 days and they go on the road for 15 days. So they can just send him up and down. I guess there's limits now on how many times you can option people, but that would be the play. Just move them up and down every time you go home or away.
Find that 15-game stretch that has a lot of weak teams, and that's then you have like a whole 45 days, so you can limit those options, right? Because he's in AAA, and then I'm sorry, when he's up, never mind, forget it. But anyways, that's how you do it. Like, you find the stretches where you're away and it's weaker teams. It's maybe not that awful, but it's crazy, like his splits, and he just I feel like every time he's in PNC Park, he hits a home run.
Yeah, I mean, that was his 18th home run. That was his 18th home run of the year, 15th at home.
Which is about right.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Oh, man. But, hey, again, pinch hit came in 1 for 2 from him. He did get the strikeout there. Strikeouts have been somewhat of a problem for him, continuing from the time he got sent back down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, the offense was there. Only 7 hits, but again, they capitalized, right? 6 RBIs, 8 strikeouts today. So again, it wasn't egregious. So we're used to the Pirates like double digits. I mean, hell, they had 22 just less than a week ago. Yeah. So they had 6 yesterday, 8 today. So 14 in 2 games. I mean, man, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back games where they weren't really facing starters with like crazy good stuff either.
You don't have to be the Debbie Downer. We know that.
But, yeah, no, I mean the offense has looked good these last 2 days. I mean, it's 5 runs yesterday, 6 runs today.
Yep. Yeah. So again, really good game. Very impressed. So now this leaves us with 11 games. Is it remaining?
Yeah. No, 10.
10.
Oh, 56 and 96. So we're 152 games.
So we have 10 games remaining. You have the Reds, and then you have back-to-back Cardinals. So it's nice to get a win today. Obviously tomorrow you get the Cubs again. Don't recall who is pitching. I can find out.
Ortiz pitching tomorrow against Adrian Sampson.
Get to face him again this year.
Yeah.
Old Bucko. I forget what happened the first time they faced Sampson. Did he? I feel like he mowed them down.
7 innings, 2 runs.
Okay.
That was his best start of the year.
Of course. Which honestly, he's not. I mean, he has a 3.35 ERA. So
he's actually
pitching effectively.
Yeah, he's pitched well.
Just another team that turned our guys around, as he's like 40 years old now.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
Anyways, so one more against the Cubs. You have the Reds, which you hope maybe get some wins out of there. And I guess the relief is you don't have to worry about Pujols and his 700. That's done.
No, that's all done. I mean, unless you want to give up like 15 home runs to Pujols, and then like he's chasing Babe Ruth at that point.
He does finish. What I do want to say though, in that, and we'll talk more about obviously in that situation when time comes, but like he gets to finish his career in PNC Park. How much better of a send off is that for Albert Pujols? He won't have 700, but those are very good. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm talking also like you won't have 700, but there's a very good chance his last home run that counts will probably be at PNC Park. Yeah. Right. So there's still something brewing there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. Anything else that you want to talk about today? It was a good game. I said it like 20 times. I'm kind of in shock. It was a good game.
I think it was nice to like give the bullpen. You mentioned it before, like give the bullpen really an off day because Zach Thompson. I don't even know if he's a reliever or if he's a starter. Or they just kind of use him whenever they feel like it right now. But it was nice to kind of give everybody a day off there. I'm sure that'll be well needed. But no, I mean, just another good win. Let's finish off this series. They can't. I mean, it's possible they can at least split this series with the Cubs now. And then you got the Reds, and you got to hope that, you see good things there. I think, let's see. I mean, you got Rowan, you got Contreras, and you got Keller going against the Reds. So you got to hope you win 2 of those at least. But Luis Ortiz tomorrow, day game. Steelers don't play, so you don't have to worry about a Steelers game coinciding with the Pirates game. And I mean, 2 really, really impressive starts so far from Ortiz. So let's see if he can string together another one.
There you go. Very excited about that. I mean, again, there's only 10 games, whatever. But there's still some reasons to watch still. As it stands right now, 56-96, like we're heading to seeing a 100-loss season, right? I mean, that's understandable.
6 games left against the Cardinals, so.
But I guess if we can, watch them squeak out 4 more wins, at least they break 60. Can we have that as a concession?
Sure.
Okay. So we had at least 4 more wins for 60, and 4 more at least positive, fun post-game shows for us.
Yes.
So
let's hope for that.
All right. I'm down. With that said, then let's get out of here. We will see you tomorrow after the game. The game is what time was it? 1:35. So, another thing too, this game was fast as hell. I mean, it is 9:30, and we're wrapping up the post-game show now.
That is true. So shout out. I mean, that's what happens when, Oviedo had a lot to do with that. 82 pitches in his 7 innings, but also to keep in mind that 5th inning was pretty long because of that Miley injury. So Alzolay came in and warmed up for like 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Very, very fast ball game.
Yeah. I like that.
I know.
I got to hit up Tyler, maybe get some NHL in right now. So
we
got a night left.
Football's on.
Yeah, whatever.
Ohio State's playing.
Well, anyways, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone for watching. Thanks for everything. We will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you guys.